Hello. You overslept. You overslept. Not me. I definitely overslept. Um, I've mentioned before the great, um, I've mentioned before the great, uh, a disabled Hildy, and this is one of the things that happens sometimes is that with POTS, something called restless leg syndrome is pretty common. Uh, Wait a second. Caption settings. Choose a language. English. Caption delay in seconds. 1. Yeah. Perfect. Princess Balance gave me a heads up to closed captions, and I very excitedly have started to use them. Except it doesn't look like they're working. Yeah, it's added to my channel. Let me go to Twitch itself. See if it's going there. Because I am looking in Stream Manager right now. And all I want is to be the most accessible Hildy. And all I want is to be Nope, the most... it's not there. Hide CC text. Show CC text. Where is my CC text? Talk to me. Visible, right. Okay. Click to start captions. Caption settings. Oh, did it not save? Now click to start captions. Is it gonna do the thing now? Hi, Pesky. I slept in because of restless leg syndrome, and now I'm trying to figure out how to turn on captions, and I don't think I'm succeeding. Oh, microphone in use. Using now. Double check, do you have the correct microphone selected? Is that why you're not working? Oh, that's correct. Huh. Pesky, do you see any closed captions? Oh. Okay, well, I'm already running a little late as it is. So maybe I just start playing the damn game. uh, right? Maybe we just play the game. Um, this is also my first day trying to use the stream manager. Up to you. Yes, I am in charge. Let's do this. So, if I recall, correct. Correct. We had another star to get. No, I actually tried to fuck around with that fast food simulator last night because I liked it so much, and then I realized it's impossible to play alone. No, what's going on with Nexus? Are they paying less again? That would be on brand. Ah, so it's collective internet pessimism right now? It would surprise me slightly if the new owner changed it too much because of all the things on the internet that could be like losing money, like water. Nexus is not. Oh. Oh. But I already paid for. That's a bummer. That's a bummer, Nexus. Especially because people have Steam as an option, and there's already several other ways to get mods. Like, you're going to lose. You will lose this war. Well, what other websites do they own? Do you know? Ooh. You are a connector guy. Yep, connector guy. Hi, Misroy. Happy lunchtime. Yeah, well, give it a day. They'll know. And if you know, and if you know the Reddit that's investigating it, you should go ask what other companies they own or what their base subsidiary is, because that will tell you much more than their document what will happen. Holy cow! The journey of the white dotty line. Nexus just got purchased by. Oh, hi, Stratton. Nexus just got purchased by. Well,
what
yes.
Is freedom?
Anyway,
is
I'm going
it
to finish
merely
my
to be ruled by those who speak one's language or share one's customs? No, that is merely a more convenient servitude. Is it to have no obligations, no loyalties? No, that is not to be free, but to be alone. What of freedom from hunger and thirst? Here we are closer to the truth. For freedom requires life. But one may have all the meat and all the wine in the world and still not be free. The most important freedom of all is the freedom to speak one's mind, to make one's thoughts public without fear, and so participate openly and boldly in democracy. It is the freedom of the dissenter and the gadfly, the rebel and the fool, that is the true measure of whether a city is free.
So Misroy, both Pesky and I mod Pesky a lot more than me. And Nexus is obviously the way that modders make money. And they have just become purchased by a company called Chosen. And we are gossiping about that. What do we got here? Of course not. Of course we would not. Oh, we do have a way to get green here. Okay. So that means I have to make green in the process of this level. Here it is. Great. Come along, my guy. Now, I just have to get you hooked up to enough things to make you green. Where is the... There's the red light. And there's a blue light, right? Or, yes. But we also have a converter, so who gives a fuck about that? Map. Yeah, I was like, looked in my little summary and was like, I made $5. You're already successful, Misrai. Pesky and I defined success by $10. It's enough for him to not eat grass. He can buy a burrito. Our definition is buying a burrito, except in Portland and Kaiser now because of Trump. You cannot buy a burrito for $10. So, unfortunately, my success has to be modified to $13.95. Yeah, burrito. Like, Deadpool's all about these chimichangas, you know? That crispy burrito skin ain't nothing. It's fucking burritos are bust. Alright, so we can get this far, which is great. Now, I have to jailbreak a connector, or can I bridge from here? Backward propagation. No, there is no bridging from here. I know this level. This level will not help. Uh, let's let's break something or find something in the environment. I would enjoy either, really. We have you. I mean, is it gonna be this boring? That would be pretty boring. It is gonna be this boring. Ah! If I could stop running into the thing. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe it'll be a little less boring. Okay. Oh, oh, there we go. Boring. Yeah, well, they have all these monetization strategies. So right now, I mean, there's a mod that Pesky and I mod for and use called Some Settlements 2. And
If
it's like,
humankind had no more cause for war, it would make war for sport instead.
it does. It's called American football. And so, the people who do that don't have to have jobs. They can make enough off Nexus to do that, right? Well, that's because of these pro memberships that people can buy to download these huge mods very quickly, blah, blah, blah. I'm not pretending like you've never used Nexus, but um, issue being, if they have all these monetization strategies, that's going to make less people use Nexus. They'll probably lower payout. And it's already, every single system that monetizes the average person is lowering payout, lowering payout. It's the same fucking American phenomena, work harder for less. There's a point where your expertise in programming and etc. is no longer worth that money. And you won't be able to get such things like some settlements. Yeah. Not killing at least the professionals who do it. Some of the best mods come from people who can get paid by Nexus. Like, I'm writing 2 different mods right now. Nobody's going to give writers any of their share should cost go down. So then those are hours just lost, right? Just create, and modding is one of the only ways that game writers can show themselves other than writing their own game and paying people to produce it. Are you really up there? Fine. I'll go back to the stupid elevator. I mean, there's a slim chance, I would say 25%, that Chosen is going to keep it roughly the same because Nexus did not lack profitability. It was not very profitable, but it was actually profitable. And the modders and Nexus had reached an accord. Okay. So there's the center. Where am I in relation to center? Oh, right here. Okay. So I'm on the other side of it. Yeah. Oh no, I'm above it. Or, oh, I actually don't really know where I am in relation. Balls. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hate half-hour lunch breaks. It's just fucking bullshit. Okay. So, this building, if we can use this building to orient ourselves. So, let's go back to our research here. A strange bicycle with 3 wheels, perhaps intended for children or pets. So if this is that, it would be here. And if this is that, it would be there. And if it's this, it would be nowhere. And if it's this, it would be nowhere. Okay. You're useless building. But actually, I don't think you have 4 spokes. So I think you cannot be guy number 1. Yeah, you can't be guy number 1. Your orientation to the circle is a bit wonk. And there... You have 2 spokes. 2 spokes. I'm on ad break. How do I know? Where's my ad manager? How do I understand? Oh. Ads manager. Okay, we got 15 minutes till ads. Helpful. Helpful. I must have just run ads. Okay. Learning. So 2 spokes is just the wrong side. So it's gonna be over here no matter what. Got it. Unless we're like really weirdly oriented. Which wouldn't surprise me because you're merciless bastards. Okay, so is that a spoke with a giant caboose? 2 spokes, giant caboose? Because that's also an X-less property. I knew these cool decorative buildings had to be for fucking something. Okay. So we're actually between these 2 buildings. So we need to run in a giant circle. Yeah, we just need to run along the outside of that other guy. Okay. Running along the outside of the other guy. Alright. You. You should have a thing. You are a building that should have a thing. And if you had a thing... Fucking OG Simpson over here. If you had a thing, the thing would be. I can run Cyberpunk at 75 FPS with everything turned on. And yet Talos lags. That's all I gotta say, Talos. What is this weird rock formation? Do you have a switch in you, weird rock formation? No, you're just a weird rock formation. There's another weird rock formation right there, though. Huh. Weird rock formations. But useless to me. Again, I'll have to find what I'm looking for before I know whether I've really found it. Oh, what is this? Hello, my friend. Oh, you're a hand. That's right. This is where we found out she was dead. That's right. I'm sorry, Yakut. I know you technically dumped me, but I still care about you. Well, there's a flame. I don't really care about that, but good to have it. Unless that's the point, I have to collect all the flames for this Sphinx. Okay. Well, boogers. Ooh, though, this might be really helpful. I think this is the little building they have on that diagram. It is. Okay. This is exceedingly helpful. Well, is it really? Yeah, it's pretty lined up. Huh. Okay, we got dirt. We got a little dirt pile. Dirt Anonymous. Who would have thought that literally these would be the longest fucking thing? Like, I thought I was gonna be spending like a literal week on the damn gold stars. And here I am spending my entire life on the gold gates, I mean. Now I'm spending my entire life trying to find something ridiculous that I'm not quite sure what it is. Okay, if that is considered a pathway, then that is actually her. So we are actually right here. Oh, are you just caught in this horrible loop, my guy? Oh no. Okay, because this is like the... Well, yeah, because there's not really any other paths. It's all running across the desert. Okay. This one's going to be easier to find. Let's find what we're looking for by finding that guy. I mean, I'm looking for a switch, but who fucking knows? Clearly not I. You know what would be super chill? Oh, that's right, I did cheat on one of these. I'm gonna have to fucking uncheat one. Damn it. Okay, well, life has become much more difficult now. Okay, so here, whichever corner this is on. Oh, well, this is the elevator. Yeah. So it should be tucked over there, whatever I'm looking for. Pretty, but questionable. This is... Yes, this is the big old guy. This is the big one. Aha! They are switches. Okay. That is also extremely helpful for orienting myself above ground. Do, 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 do. Boop! This game is very pretty. It's okay if you're joking, but also slightly guilting. I know who you are, Pesky. And I love you just the way you are. Just the way you are. Alright, let's look at my map. So knowing that we are actually standing behind the elevator. I know nothing except about it. We actually need to rotate this 180 degrees. So I need to go to the right. The building's to the right. Over here. These bastards are over here. Where's your switch, bastards? Yes. Elevator. Dude. Oh, okay. Elevator. Yeah. If I'm looking at it, I actually have to go to the left. No, I still have to go to the right if I'm looking at it. So let's look at it. Looking at it, to the right. You. So it's supposed to be here. And then sort of slightly this way is what it looks like. Oh, next one over. So is it on that little rock? Okay. This is the one. Looking here, go to the right, you got a spoke. So whatever it is, it needs to be opposite the elevator. Which is over here. Oh, that raven was having an issue. There's nothing here. Is it just like in the ground? mean, the game doesn't let you wander this far unless there's something to do. At least in the original. I have missed things. Hold on. Hi, Day. Oh. So your manager is a piece of shit. This is what we've learned. I'm about to have some ads, so I'm gonna run them, and I'll be back. Um, I am very happy. My manager was the problem, did not turn out the same way, and I am jealous and happy for you, Day. Uh, how long are you gonna let me run? I was like, okay, well, it said that way with an X, so I'll just keep going. And it's, it's just letting me go. We're up in Oregon, so we're spoiled. We have everything we could ever want. Ooh, and that's where death comes. Got it. Is it actually where death comes? There we go. Rediscovering Nevada. I did indeed find the edge of the map. It's because of this star. So here, right, this is the elevator down, and this is the monorail. So it says there should be a switch right here. I have not found that switch. Like, it's not inside. Oh, what if it is in there and I have to pull one of those fucking switches? That would be a dick move if I've ever fucking seen one. Yeah, I know. I figured they were probably on the walls. It was because it had that little line to the X, like it was a line and then an X, that I was like, why not? Oh, it's right here. Lol. I was like, what if it's on one of these rocks? Because it has a line and then an X. I guess I'll just run until I see a switch or I run off the map. It was enjoyable. I was surprised at how far this map goes in nothing. When they gave us nothing in Talos 1, they were like, I hope you die. Yeah. There we go. Me too. I was like, well, it's gotta be, especially because there's that little, like, rock formation over there. I was like, oh, okay, it's probably in the center of this. And then when I went past it, I was like, welp, I've committed. Oh. Okay, we still have another star to do, though. It was definitely just like, this is my life now. I feel like that's what Talos teaches you. Talos is a great puzzle game to play before you play more complicated puzzle games like The Witness or Blueprints, which I do think are more complicated, for sure. This is a lot of kinetic puzzles, whereas those are a lot of deductive puzzles. Like, this is a great game to condition yourself to just surrender. Like, surrender to the process of whatever the dev wants you to do. Because you do just run off to the edge of the map. You're like, well, that makes sense. Sure, it's Talos. I'm playing Talos. That's totally fine. That's exactly what should happen. Okay, I need to get red to you somehow, my guy. I don't really think that's gonna be an option. We're gonna ignore the pit of despair. Let's see. Oh, I know this one, and I feel like this one actually would work. Unless, oh wait, did this one not have a light in it? Was this the one I cheated on? I think this is, no, this is not the one I cheated on, is it? Oh, that would be karma. Cheated as in use the Prometheus light. No, I did not use the Prometheus light here. There's one in this area that I did though. I was like, fuck this fucking puzzle. I don't think this one has a light of any variety in it. It's got a teleporter. Yeah, it doesn't have. Okay, bye. There's one, I can't remember which one. It was pretty early on where I was like solving it and I kept getting told to do something different and I was like, no. And then it was done. Oh, it was this, I think it was in World like 2-1. You have to float the red light over the blue light to get down a tunnel. And they were like, no, you need to do it in this order. That's why it's not succeeding. And I was like, fuck you guys. And then I just did it anyway. That was the only one, though. I think some of them have multiple solutions, but definitely was not able to cheese anything else. I'm jealous of people who manage to cheese things. Do we have a red light in here? Yes. Okay, and this is the one where the red light goes to a very obnoxious spot. Perfect. Now, how is your orientation? No good, very bad. Okay. um... I wonder if I'm actually supposed to find exterior solutions to this one. It doesn't seem... Oh, I think I remember that one. And I think I tried jumping once or twice, but my mouse just wasn't hitting the right area. I can visualize me thinking, well, I just need to jump. What are you talking about? If you look back a ways on my YouTube, you'll find me having to be very strict and direct with a viewer who has not showed up since. And he kind of interrupted my jumping because he was enough of a backseater that it wasn't annoying, but enough of one that it was becoming a problem. And I was like, okay. He would be mean to me sometimes, actually. I'm glad he's gone. Wait.
When the heavens are silent, what is a prophet and what is a tyrant?
He'd just get like impatient with me and start teasing me, but he got really mean. That's fine. I still have a bunch. Right! Like, that's just what you do, instead of bother the person. Or you make, like, like, I think he had progressed to trying to neg me, and that's just the least attractive form of flirting with anyone ever. I don't need to feel bad about myself to hang out with you, thank you. I try to just enjoy the process. Like, I like watching people learn things. There is an occasion where, if someone misses something obvious for a while, I'll mute, but it's like it's easier to watch than to do, so I never think, oh, you're bad at something. I think, oh, it's so much easier for me to look and see that. Like, I've been able to get that level of patience where I'm just kind of running to see if I can find anything out of place first, I think. I've gotten to that level of patience where, I've learned that it's always easier while watching to find something because you're not the one thinking through and also talking and yes, it's really depressing. Like, the fact that negging exists is horrible. Every time I think about, like, a racist who's dating a black woman or these MAGA fuckers, these cishet MAGA fuckers married. I think this is how much we have internalized the other's existence to accept mistreatment. And that it's okay. What's down here? Okay, we had been here. Alright, nothing obviously out of place. But very few things that are at the level they would need to be to reach that dude. Oh. I would question that, because abuse is all I've ever known, and you still can't nig me. I think there are all types of abuse, and for a lot of people, you are correct, but I think there's a missing narrative of the oppression target. There is by far a class of people who experience violence, both psychological and physical, because they stick out and will not go down. Yeah, that's why I went on lurk last night. I was like, you know what, this person needs attention. I'm out. I'm getting out. I'm not, I'm too talky. I didn't want to interrupt by accident, and that person obviously needed somebody. Yeah? Well, I'm pretty good at helping people. So send me some discords with vague details. It might be something that I can help. We're both... Oh, okay. This is This is the person who's causing some of their own grief because they've been grieved. Got it. And I presume that any attempt to convince them to get a therapist is stonewalled in some capacity. What is comp hit? Is that... Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that term, and we'll use it. We're gonna go to another level because we still have so many stars to get that we're not gonna waste our lives here for now. As long as you know that's your opinion. Sometimes when we're really down, we make other things sound a lot worse than it is. Because they might just be meaning I want to get dicked down by someone I love. And not be saying it correctly. Oh. I mean, you you have a lot of followers. You could go ahead and be the person who burns this bridge to tell her the truth. To just be like, look, here's this. You are abused into delusion. Good. Yeah, I think your tack, if I may venture to give any advice, is that your tack is going to be to just be the person she thinks is being mean because you are constantly saying suck it up. You know, that she is eventually going to go away from you because you're going to be mean, but um sometimes people are just too nice and they won't tell people what they need to hear to be happy or better. Yeah. I mean, but sometimes even mincing words, we try to say things that will heal someone instead of ripping off the band aid that's actually causing an infection. I tend to be the rip the band aid off that's causing the infection. And it does not feel good, as Ferris can attest. But it does work. Yeah, well, I don't think it's a matter of stopping trying because she'll drop you. I think if just every time she comes to you, you say, I'm not going to be able to help you because this is the facts, and until you fix that, I can't help you, she'll go. And just repeating that is enough. You may not see any change now, but repeating it over and over again is going to stick in her memory. Yeah. Okay, so you're just kind of venting. Sorry, I have that sort of, stereotypical dude personality where I always want to give advice. I'm trying to get better at recognizing venting. Um I know. I know you're obviously not bothered, but I personally am working on improving this part of myself because I immediately want to like supply advice cuz I have a feeling, I don't know a ton of your history, but I have a feeling that we've both seen some shit and uh it's true. It's true. This is a lopsided conversation. I'm the one with the microphone. So to a point, it is fair to say it out loud. But yeah, when you've seen some shit, the first thing you want to do is be like, I want to help you shortcut out of this problem. Oh, I'll respond with Lord Up. It'll be great. We'll both write like 4 pages to each other, and then we'll have to not talk to each other for a day while we process. Yeah, we're like, hey, we know what this looks like. We know where it ends up. Get the fuck out, you know? Um, it's been a real learning process for me recently because of autism that I didn't know was there till like a year ago, though everyone I told was like, oh, really? That's obvious. Um, it's been a real learning process for me to uh, back off on being like, but the solution is obviously here. What's wrong with you? It's true. It's true. I've done like a half lore dump on you back, Pesky, but Pesky's younger than me, so I can be like, when people are half your age, it's a little bit like you take it in pieces because you don't want to overwhelm them. Yeah. Yeah. You and I have younger personalities for sure. And so I can definitely empathize and identify with the fact that being surrounded by younger people can be very difficult because you instantly want to be like, I know how this ends. Why don't you just listen to me? And everyone wants their case to be different. And you have to learn, while on your own, why it's not going to be different. Exactly. Exactly what you said, just said out loud. uh, yeah, I actually had to stop being friends with someone like God bless Pesky, who is significantly younger than me, but is very self-aware and takes his time to be so. Because typically, Pesky, you're in the age range that I just can't talk to anymore. I'm too old. Like on a serious level. You know, you probably already had them. To be honest, you probably had them, and because you had taken that strong action, you know, you felt more free because, of course, more emotions are firing anyway with estrogen. Yeah, yeah. I would say, if anything, when I'm talking to Pesky and I'm giving him tough love, it's stop being in your own head. Um, that's Ferris' problem too. I'm the best for people who are too self-aware. I work the best there. Yeah. I think it's still the same to say when the estrogen hit, but I think this would have to be something inherent to you, and it's something you should give yourself credit for. You know, no matter how ballsy femmes are, because you've always been a femme, even if you didn't know it, no matter how ballsy femmes are, it is a habit to be a doormat. I too can be conditioned into wanting to keep the peace. Yeah. Like, I can be conditioned to wanting to keep the peace for real and will hem and haw my words and not stand up for myself. Um, because then I become the bad guy all the time, right? And you get exhausted because you're a target because they want to hammer in the nail that sticks out. So, for me, the largest summary of my lore would be allowing to be hammered, less being a doormat. Triss was an egg, the truest. Okay. My apologies. I occasionally make slip things from nicknames. Because when I talk about these things, being so close to you, Ferris, so I'm working on it. I do go back through and remove the sound. Um, Especially in this climate, it's very important to keep trans people protected. So we do our best, particularly with Ferris, to make sure that we're not putting real names on the internet. I think you told me that one day. What are you even referencing though? That's the thing about you. What are you referencing? Where are these a bunch of switches that I have to find? Am I gonna find something like this? It was a pair of socks? I want to hear the sock story. I do love that joke though, Lime. No, tell the sock story. Are you kidding? If there's anything I do know because of how similar Day and I seem to be, we have absolutely no problem having stories being co-told. We'll tell you straight up. Also, it's a chat room. You can be asynchronous. It's not that you're not listening, right? Though that's extremely respectful of you, and it's one of the many reasons I like you. For me, it's like kindness. I look for kindness. It doesn't matter what it looks like. If you're a super dickhead in everything you say, but you're saying it because you want to be kind, then great. Oh, rude. Hmm. I feel like the label crossdresser doesn't fit many. Oh. Orange is morally. Have I seen these socks? I don't think I've seen these socks. I've seen something similar to them, haven't I? I'm gonna tell you, Day, Ferris has better legs than you and I and always will without touching a single fucking leg press pisses me off. Fucking the worst. We'll get a nice photo. we'll Ferris is over at DMing soon. I think Ferris is lurking a little bit before D&D. Yeah. Um yeah, that's the same. Ferris, you should remember that because sometimes Ferris gets frustrated um because they feel like their figure isn't always coming in quick enough, but you have not been on E and progesterone long enough to be worried about it comparatively, I think. Uh, oh, what's going on tomorrow? You gonna do something fun? Tell me it's something fun. Yes, yes, we know your hot day. No, I know that it's exceedingly important to self validate. So if I ever tease you, please don't think you need to stop. Ferris, actually, almost all of my friends are like, wow, Ferris is really pretty. they, like they're kind of intimidated, so they say it behind her back. Yeah. Something I've told this to Ferris before. I do think weightlifting will help, and I was super depressed, so I wasn't using my home gym, but I should show you some exercises that will help because one of the things that we forget about femme bodies is the pace with which our muscle grows is different. Oh, oh, that's so. You should just tell them you have a crush though, because honestly, yeah, because it's so. Even if they wouldn't want to pursue something, imagine that you're changing your whole body and your whole existence, and you think no one's ever going to love me, right? Like I'll never be hot. I'm not a hot dude. I'll never do it. Okay? Did Chrome crash? What happened? Y'all, I think my Chrome just crashed. Yeah. Ferris, I think you would really like Day. I can see I can see your guys' friendship starting really slowly because Ferris is a little quiet and you're a little loud, but I think you guys would just get along. Uh, well, hello, connect you. Yeah, you go back to work. I'll update you on the connection thing. Um, yeah, okay, so my Chrome just crashed, so I actually have to restart my computer. So I'm be back in a hot flash.